Good day, beautiful stars. So, a lot of people have heard me mention over and over and over again on this channel, Stars of the Morning Light, this idea of service. Like, I say that word, I guess, nonchalantly, but never really break down what I mean by that. So, as we study Edgar Cayce would say that all of us had some form of ideal as to why we came here, as to why we chose to come to this earth. That it was like our golden ticket in. And that ideal is service. Service to self and others. Now, what is that service? To be the presence of love. To be the presence of love. That's it. It's not some big grandiose thing. It's to choose love continuously and be the presence of love. Now we get here and we forget all this. And 3D density is quite harsh. And so we roll with the punches. And oftentimes we punch back, right? That's what happens. But eventually, our ideal calls out to us more than whatever is happening on this planet, to be the presence of love. So I'm going to share a little something. So a few months ago, I got a reading from my teacher, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful reading. And towards the end of it, it was a message, right? Towards the end of it, she said, "Oh, and Courtney, they want you to know that by the end of this life, right, this current life that I'm living, I will have reached my ideal. I will have become why I originally came in the first place." My first thought, folks, was, oh, cool. Like, that was it. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Right? Then she said, "Oh, and they want you to know that when you leave here, you will be able to have a choice to go serve in another plane of consciousness that is worse off than here." And I will tell you, my first thought with that was, really? Damn, I love this place. The reason I can say I love this place is because it's been my home for millions of years, folks. It's been my home. I kept coming back because I have an ideal. I kept coming back, choosing to come back because I have an ideal to be the presence of love here. That's why. It was my first and it's my last. It was my continuous. So that was my first thought to that of like, oh man, I love this place. This is home, right? But then my second thought after that was, geez, if there's another plane of consciousness, another sphere that is worse off than this place, I'd go in a heartbeat. I'd go in a heartbeat. Even if that meant another millions of years of, pain and suffering and what have you, and continuously choosing to go back to it, even if it meant that, hell yeah, I'd do it. For those people, for that plane of consciousness, for that sphere, for that earth. I'd do it in a heartbeat. And I can think this way because I know I am an infinite being. So I got time. What else am I doing? Right? I'm willing to live through whatever it may need to be to finally get to that idea, that ideal, I should say, that potentiality for myself to be of service, to be in the love, and to share the love, and to ignite the love in others, even if it takes millions of lives of not doing that. If there's a potentiality that eventually that can happen, and others can witness it, I'd choose it in a heartbeat. I would. I was not expecting that response within me. And it is the same way that I can really enjoy this place. I can truly enjoy this place because I do not live within all these dogmas and the hierarchies and the laws and the order and the this and the that and all this stuff that's ingrained in humans that really keep us from living our ideal, to be the presence of love. I don't live in that. I don't. I don't have debts to pay. I don't have karmic anything. I don't have all this stuff because I choose not to, because I choose love over and over and over and over again. And I remember sometime during this life, in like my early 30s, I had always, because the way I grew up, I craved death. I craved it. I wanted to get out of this place so bad, and I did everything in my power to do so. I craved it. And at some point, I had to start asking myself, are you going to come back? Even if you leave this place, would you come back? Well, logic told me, well, geez, Courtney, you've been coming back every single time. You choose it every single time. It's a choice. So if you keep choosing it, there's got to be something, there's got to be a reason why. And if you keep choosing it, what makes you think you're going to choose differently when you leave here? What makes you think out of millions of lives, you're going to all of a sudden be like, no, let's choose different. You've been choosing the same every time. And with that, I had to ask myself, would I choose it again? And the first few times that I asked myself, and I was sincere, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And then eventually, through more logic, I went, yes, I would choose to come back. I would choose to come back. And all of a sudden, I got to lay down all the fears, all the expectations, all the judgments, all the pains. Not that I don't experience them, but I experience them very differently, knowing that I am an infinite being. Infinite being. So what does it matter? A few pains in this life, or multiple, all of them that have ever been. What does it matter when you're infinite? So once I was able to do that, it changed energy so much and my perspective of this place, and I started enjoying this world. This world is awesome. So great. From the earth to the people to the everything, all the experiences, all the greatness. Grateful for all of it. That now I choose love every time. I choose love every time. And I can live my ideal. And because I laid down all the stuff, I might, when I leave here, when I leave my home that's been my home for a very long time, I might choose to go somewhere even worse, probably horribly worse. I'd be willing to take the worst of the worst to be that demonstration of love. And that's it. That's service. That's it. You're serving yourself and others when you choose love. And I love you all. Cheers.